Here. Welcome to another tournament match. Today, we are going to be watching Geo face off against Spencer Wolfhart. So Geo, while he is on the newer side, he has been around since the Nubla tournament, in which he did reach the quarterfinals. So he's a strong player. He is one of the few to allot me a loss during this tournament. So, and then as for Spencer, well, he is a very old veteran. Since with him playing Dracula, it is impossible to tell who will win. As he is just a master of layers. So Spencer is best known for his it was on superhero start. Spencer is best known for just going around in circles, making layer after layer, and then coming back to them. So we're going superhero start. Alright. Let's just make sure that this is... Give me one moment. Okay, good. And then... Alright. Good. So... other action for today. Oh, what's this? A mystic research right away. How neat. Typical week 1 supply train. Geo, as I said, is going superhero start, with Seward being the one partnered with Gulaman, with me down Madrid. So who do I think will win? Honestly, I don't know. And also, where are these two in terms of like what bracket and such? How well have they been faring so far? Well, let me take a peek at that real quick. So Spencer and Geo are both in Group C, which basically means the 10th through 12th place. But nonetheless, all right. So now then. Yeah, nothing interesting so far. I mean, I suppose it is a bit interesting that we haven't gotten any play immediately cards after the first 8 cards, when 7 out of those 8 have been Hunter events and not Dracula cards. That is noteworthy. So this, I mean, it's possible still that the Hunters may still have nothing but a bunch of trash. At the same time, it's also that they could be already holding CG and both RVs. Yes. When it comes to Spencer and predicting what he's going to do, I mean, typically he'll attempt to do some sort of stratagem or another, but uh, but that being said, it's he's one of those where it's you'll notice that he didn't misdirect. He tends to do that intentionally. Yes, that's he can have one extra layer, even though that's one more day that he's risking newspaper revealing where he is, or at least his general whereabouts. Sister Agatha. All right. Looks as if he's going to search with her. Not Amsterdam. Alright. Hmm. So, yeah. So far, there's just not much to tell. Hmm. Is that called passive? Okay, well, some people seem to have. Geo seems to have some. His ticket economy, at least mostly ready. If he's passing several people. This will be interesting. I wonder when Van Helsing's going to pick up that mystic research. Haven't had any really remarkable discards yet. Bullets and the other crucifix. I mean, now that's something to remark on, because now until the deck is reshuffled, Sensor knows that there are no more crucifixes. Hmm. Discarding a rifle. So, I think tomorrow is when we'll find out where the hunters have early newspaper. Which, considering that they, in the first couple of days, you found one Dracula event, before finding a lot of Dracula events over these past couple of days, it makes me think that it is not at all unlikely. Now then. Steak and dogs. Okay. Holy circle. Okay. Yeah, you've had one steak discard earlier today. But they did not have early newspaper. Either that or they simply do not want to use it quite yet. They want to use it to reveal the encounter card, not this. I mean, that's possible, but oh, Van Helsing finally traded that off and gave her a speed telegraph? Yes. Okay. Oh, discarding a knife. Goodness. Mina's a scary hunter. She's discarding a knife. If Mina, of all people, is discarding a knife, then she is probably pretty well geared. Yeah, this is going to get ugly for Geo if he doesn't find something soon. He's actually placing the route for them now. Okay, so he did have one that he found early. Okay, Santander is the location of the first meeting. Alright then. So it would at least appear as if he has been playing Ring Around the Mina. Which would mean either if he went counterclockwise, he would be at Alicante right now. Or if he went the other way, he would currently be at Cadiz. Yeah, I imagine that the hunters are more than well equipped. They've just been waiting for this clue to tip them, to give them a hint as to where he is. Even the smallest hints. That would have been useful. Do we have an excellent weather up there? Well, I suppose I probably wouldn't use it even if you did have it. In this case, so So good on Geo to wait to uncover this. Wait to flip it until it was an encounter that was getting clipped by the newspaper. I mean, this will undoubtedly become a lair, as that's just Spencer's style. But well, I mean, okay. Yeah. I'm not sure just how much I like that. The reason for that is, if he is indeed playing Ring Around the Mina, as we suspect, or at least as I suspect, he now has Madrid as an option to move. Yeah, he could layer his starting location, go to Madrid, and then, unless his starting location is all the way up at Bordeaux, then Saboteur for starters. Okay. That could be a nuisance. Let's see. Okay, he hasn't been to Toulouse yet. So that's unless the next location is at Bordeaux, which, I mean, someone's going to figure that out. Hmm. And the thing is, he could have last night moved into Madrid. This could be Madrid, so he could have gone. He could have started here, and that's now his lair. And he goes around like so for the next 6 slots that are still on the board. And now he moves there this night. To be back in his lair. If I had to guess, I think that's what's happening. Knowing Spencer as I do. Okay. He's actually gonna mature it. That makes some amount of sense. That way he can stall the hunters a little bit. It doesn't do that much, but simply due to how there are ways around that. Especially if Gul'daman goes by rail, that's as far as you can get anyway. But let me see. What would I do? I might have Gul'daman supply. Strange though that may sound. Okay. Ah, that was the original location. That was the original lair. So he began at Bordeaux. Fangs and a knife. Okay. This is a lair, so this thing is never maturing. But then again, Bordeaux is a good spot to be able to move to. Like, especially when Dracula ends up going to sea, as he almost inevitably shall. Strength. Yeah, I did a punch. Tried to finish it off. Mesmerizing, yeah, makes sense. So I would dodge as the hunter now. Because, or rather, what I would have done is I would have tried to escape that round, knowing that you were going to get slot time Bez. Okay, yeah, I like it. And then I would have played the knife this round, forcing him to have either another mesmerize or the other strength. Another strength. He's playing the knife again. Okay. Escape is missed. Alright, so the reckless vampire lives on, but that's in the lair. So until Dracula goes back there, goes back to Bordeaux, on the assumption that was his intention. So from Bordeaux, he went to Santander, and from there, 1, 2, T4, and that is when I think is when he would have been able to move to Madrid, and now he is currently at Saragossa. Okay, it looks as if I'm not that far off. 1, 2, T4. Okay, so he didn't bother going to Madrid. Or T4. And now he's at one or the other ports. So, with Van Helsing, I would move by train down to Marseille if I could. Okay. Yep. Looks as if Gio is sharing my mind there. And, yeah, she will doubtless go to Lisbon. As a just in case that's a hoax type move. Yep. Unless, what if he's now in Madrid? If he went between Lisbon and Saragossa, just kept around the edge, and then went to Madrid, he could be going to Santander, back to his lair, back to which. Well, he ended up maturing that one, so that wouldn't be as. So I suppose they simply wouldn't know that he went back there, or if he went to Madrid and now went back there. Why aren't people ticketing, I wonder? And Gulani wanted to rest, I can see. I can see that, sure, but Van Helsing, eyeing Seward, I can't see anything. Why didn't he either ticket or, discard one Drac event, which was a false tip. And so he has 5 free night supplies. But if you're going to do that, you have to night search this. Oh, a fog. Alright. I'm not. I mean, okay. Definitely not the sort of thing you'd expect this early, but alright. It looks as though he did indeed go to Madrid. So now he's just sitting pretty with Mina, and can now I can now fight her a few times. And the fact that Mina is holding a Heavenly Host makes this perhaps a little risky. And strange though it may sound, I think that Drac might want to prevent the Dusk fight because, because even if you don't have a combat event to give her, I would trade with Mina regardless. With the event Helsing, I mean. Okay, what you're seeing here is some very classic Spencer Wolfhard play. Okay, took 2 damage through the day fight. Not that big a deal. Okay, supplying with cooldowning. And I hope you don't roll slow on Seward's horse, otherwise this rumor token is going to mature. But then again, will he mature it? Because that will leave him with... That won't leave him with many options, will it? And that'll be 3 things that he can't lair. 4 things that he can't lair. So that's an interesting question. Will he? Moving back? Okay, I'm not trying to understand the reason for that. So this is definitely an awkward situation for the hunters. Holy bullets. What is she discarding? So, yeah, Giona has to play this combat well, because, I mean, the fact that she didn't erase the Saboteur, I mean, that may have been a bluff. That implies, though, that she does not have a gun, unless she only just drew one. Planned ambush. Okay, that is a very nice thing to have for this situation. And very wise of Geo not to use it in the day fight. Plotting. Does he have a pistol, perhaps? Huh. Yeah, very clever move by Drac. You sacrifice a plotting, which means very little in terms of your ability to do damage. In exchange for... And to sacrifice 1 HP in exchange for destroying the power of the planned ambush. Although, it makes me wonder. Mina could have escaped right there. Why didn't she? That's interesting. Because... yeah, evidently he's trying to get in a good amount of damage. This is... yeah, I would have just taken the opportunity to escape. This is not the time to be confronting Dracula. You need to be able to clear his trail. And I suppose he's sacking off the trail, perhaps. But will Spencer let him sack off the trail, or will he lair what is obviously Cadiz, and then just go there for another lair, entry into a lair. Except this one will have a rumored vampire plus two other things. Strength, punch. All right. Mesmerize. Okay, dodge. Makes sense. So now, what method of attack will he use? And will Mina be able to guess it? Claws? Did she play a gun? No. So Unith has a great strength, which apparently there isn't. She's dead. Yeah, he could have just escaped from that. Why not? Why didn't he? That I think was simply a mistake. All the more because she's going to spawn at Madrid, which is right here on this trail. So, well, as so we think. Can't say I like the look of this for the hunters. Especially if that is a 7-point vampire, he decides to mature, and then decides to go on a more typical Dracula route. Just go ahead and sail off. Leave the hunters with a few last things to deal with. And, well, and frankly, just because he still has 10 health. He has wolf form. This is definitely a good start for Dracula. Okay, spinning some of their night supplies. Okay. Lol. That is not really much help. So now, will he mature it? Okay, he is. Aristocratic. Okay. If it had been a fighting vamp, I definitely could have seen him making a 3-encounter fortress out of that spot. Instead, yeah, so he's gonna just feed while he's still in the fog. Oh, 2 fast horses? Oh dear. Why didn't you simply escape, Geo? Oh dear. That planned ambush gave you the option to use it as simply an escape route. Why didn't you? And the worst part of it is, for all we know, what he put down in Madrid is a bats. This, it's still entirely possible that, and we know that this is Madrid, that this card is Madrid, and it's entirely possible that he laid down a bats there. So, yeah, and if me were to come out of the hospital and get batted right into Dracula for some more night fighting, that could just be game here, like practically here and now. I hope that Geo recognizes that danger and I do hope that Geo recognizes that danger and does not move out of hospital yet. Uh-oh. Just as I feared. Spencer is very good at just planning his trail very carefully. He is a pro when it comes to making the trail as awkward as possible for the hunters. So he'll batter right into him again. Possibly ambush her with another fog, and then use the hide card to stay there. Oh no. This, and if he put another fog as this other encounter, the other fog is this other encounter, if he was fortunate enough to get it, I mean, even a saboteur would do the job, in truth. I mean, that works too. Between that and a hide card, will he just win now? Wednesday, week 2. Will they be able to kill Mina again? Okay. That's good. Right. So, but the problem is, if the vampire lands with fangs, if the vampire has double fangs in hand, he just needs to play them both. Now that Mina is already mesmerized, she will just die, since it's Mina. But evidently that's not the case yet. Okay. I mean, he's doing well against the new vamp, but alright, Fang. Escape. There it goes. That is game over, folks. But quick and to the point. Gee, well played. That was well done, Spencer Wolfhard. That, folks, is some classic Spencer Wolfhard Dracula play. So, if Mina had remained in the hospital one day and Seward had gone to search Madrid first, I mean, either or, if either of those things had happened, that could have been avoided. So, yeah. That's a classic example of how not to hunt a Dracula who is doing that type of thing. So watch out. Spencer Wolfhard is a master at engineering those situations. Wow. Well, that was very quick. And I wasn't rooting for anyone in particular, but I definitely... Let me put it this way, I don't... One way or the other, I don't like the games to be just complete blowouts, where someone just stomps the other person, unless it's me who's doing the stomping, of course. But yeah, that was just absurd. That... In any event, thanks for watching, folks.